We were warned. We ignored it. This is the story of the last normal night. The final evening before the sky changed and the world learned what it meant to listen too late. In the next 10 minutes, you'll understand exactly when the warning came, why we dismissed it, and what began moving above us long before we ever looked up. Nothing about that night felt urgent. That's what made it dangerous. The warning arrived at 7:42 p.m. No sirens, no emergency broadcast, just a message pushed quietly onto every screen. Do not look at the sky after 10:13 p.m. No source, no explanation. It stayed for 14 seconds, then it vanished. News anchors laughed. Tech analysts called it a coordinated prank. By 8 o'clock, memes were circulating. By 9, it was already old news. But someone had taken the time to timestamp it. 10:13 p.m. That precision meant something. At 9:58 p.m., the power grid flickered, once, cleanly, across 3 states. Hospitals switched to backup. Air traffic paused departures, where the satellites reported interference. Though no storm systems were present, online forums began noticing something else. Birds were flying in tight circular patterns, as if orbiting something unseen. Dogs refused to go outside. The atmosphere felt heavier, not colder, just denser. Still, most people stepped onto balconies with their phones ready, waiting for 10:13. At exactly 10:13 p.m., the spiral appeared. Not clouds, not smoke. A slow, rotating distortion in the upper atmosphere. Too symmetrical to be natural, too silent to be mechanical. It did not emit light, it bent it. Stars behind it stretched and curved as if pulled toward a center that wasn't visible. For 17 seconds, nothing happened. Then the spiral stopped rotating, and the sky blinked across the city. Thousands collapsed at the same time, not violently, gently, as if sleep had overtaken them mid-breath. Emergency lines overloaded within seconds. Cameras captured people standing still, eyes open, unresponsive, yet alive. Brain scans later showed synchronized neural patterns, identical across strangers. Something had interacted with human perception. Something had used sight as a doorway. The message had not been a joke. It had been instruction. Those who had kept their eyes down were unaffected. Security footage showed the difference clearly. People who looked directly at the spiral froze first. Those who stayed indoors or closed blinds remained conscious. The phenomenon wasn't random. It was selective, intentional. Whatever formed in the sky required acknowledgement. Observation completed it, like a circuit closing. And now a question surfaced quietly. Was it testing us? At 10:29 p.m., the spiral began expanding, not outward, downward. The distortion lowered subtly, compressing the skyline beneath it. Electronic devices glitched again, this time emitting a low harmonic tone. The same frequency appeared worldwide. Oceans registered tidal anomalies. Astronomers reported that several near-Earth satellites had shifted position without propulsion. Something vast was exerting influence, and it wasn't finished. Data analysts cross-referenced the neural scans with deep space telemetry. A signal pattern matched the synchronized brainwaves of those who had looked up. It wasn't an attack, it was communication. The spiral wasn't random geometry. It was structured, layered, recursive, a visual language too complex for conscious decoding. The warning had not been about danger, it had been about readiness. We weren't supposed to see it yet. At 11:03 p.m., every dark screen flickered back on. A second message appeared, shorter this time. Phase 1 complete. No signature, no countdown, just confirmation. Above, the spiral began to thin, dissolving into high atmosphere like mist pulled upward. Those who had fallen began breathing more deeply, but they did not wake. Their normal patterns remained altered. Something had been planted or unlocked. By midnight, the sky looked normal again. News anchors called it atmospheric anomaly. Governments promised investigations. Power returned. Streets cleared. But observatories continued tracking a faint distortion beyond the moon's orbit. Slow, patient, aligning. The synchronized sleepers have not awakened. And tonight, Astronomers predict another anomaly at 10:13 p.m. this time. The message hasn't appeared, which means one of two things. Either the warning phase is over, or we've already agreed to look up.